Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch Season 2 of Rings of Power. I am super pumped. I loved Season 1, and I cannot wait to see what comes of Season 2. Like, I may be one of the only people that loved Season 1, but I freaking loved it. It was fantastic. Visually stunning, felt grand and epic in scale. Each one of these episodes is probably going to be equally grand and epic. They're long episodes, which is a welcome change to a lot of the TV that's been coming out recently. A lot of the stuff that's been coming out is like 30-40 minutes max. This is like an hour and 15 minutes for the first episode, so I am stoked. We obviously left last season with Sauron revealing himself to Galadriel, at least, and then they forged the 3 rings for the elves, and we are gonna go from there and see what happens. As a reminder, I have not read the Silmarillion or really know anything about like the Second Age, so I'm kind of going into this time period in these specific stories super blind about like what went down in the actual text. I'm also not like a book purist. I'm not one of those people that is like, if you don't stick straight to the books, like it's bad and it's woke and trash. Like, I'm the opposite of that. If it's good, it's good. Like, the Peter Jackson trilogy of films deviated from the books so much, and those were incredible. That is not something to hold against these properties, right? If it leads to a good story, it leads to a good story. And I also am just like generally optimistic about things. Suffice to say, I'm really excited about Season 2. Before we jump into this episode though, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode of a new show or a new season, that uncut is going to be completely free and public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in moving forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 1 of Rings of Power. The crown.
Always after a defeat, the shadow takes another shape and grows again. Morgoth is gone, leaving us alone and disgraced. But today, a new age begins. Under me, your new master, Sauron.
Is this in the past? Okay. Dawn of the Second Age. I think this is in the past.
A path to unconditional conquest. For I seek a new kind of power. Not of the flesh, but over flesh.
Celebrimbor's exact words.
Many orcs will die. But out of the chaos, we will forge a new and perfect order. Doubt me at your peril. You have nowhere else to turn. The Valar will never forgive you. Elves will never accept you. Men...
They'll definitely try and kill you. Good night. Damn, right into his eyeball, and he's just still going.
I am your only future! And my path, your only path!
The blood vessels.
Hayuk Zambat. Dorbolum Bor Zikli.
Okay. I thought he tried to kill him. did try and kill him. Damn. Getting stabbed like 90 times and he's still a beast. You just conjure that from his back? They're going to town on him.
Yoke!
Gotta get one last shot in. Stab him again. He's gonna, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and that's how this place turned into an ice fortress. Bitchin'. That's crazy. Is he just gonna be gone? He turned into a spirit. Sauron is that black goo. Oh, rat. That rat's gonna drink that. Sorry, dude, you're gonna get infected, or a hand is gonna reach out. Oh. It's like venom. So every little creature that came down here, he claimed. He knew which rocks to climb because they had yellow paint on them. Well, sorry, lady. You about to get got. That's disgusting. Well, at least you got a coat, and you're not cold. And you're no longer a goo monster.
That way lies death, friend.
¿Por qué?
And that is my path.
I know you suffered. I can see it in your eyes. There's another life waiting for you. You just have to turn toward it.
He's gonna kill you, brother.
They say there's places across the sea a man can escape himself. Find another path. Perhaps another life. Come with us if you like.
I think he will join you. He's definitely gonna kill you first, but he's getting on that raft. He senses it coming.
I've done evil.
All of us have done things that we care not to admit.
Yeah, but he's done like actual evil. Like mass murder.
You are alive because you have chosen good.
But what of tomorrow?
You have to choose it again. And the next day. And the next.
Or you could choose evil every day.
Grab hold of something.
Sorry, guys. Most of you will die.
Help me!
Sorry, dude. Just staring that thing down. He said, "You're not that guy. You're not that guy." Sauron said, "I'm built different. You don't want to challenge me." Fate smiles upon you.
Tides of fate are flowing. Yours may be heading in. Or out.
Look at that stupid evil smirk. The rings of power. I assume she has to grab that bag from him.
Elrond, stop! Keep them
Oh, does he have the rings? I thought they were playing a game.
Herald Elrond carries 3 rings. A means of halting the fading. And saving our people.
We will discuss the rings once you have answered the question.
What question?
Is it true?
I mean, yeah, technically. We were doing something, though.
Who is he?
He is not what I thought.
You don't want to know who he is.
He is no man. He has been masquerading as one. Appearing in fair form to hide his true self. He is Sauron.
Yeah. Yeah. Real deal shit's happening. He's like, God damn it. He's like, seriously?
I was deceived.
No, Galadriel, you were blind. Blinded by your own pride.
The rings. Show them to me.
We dare not use them, High King. He's no doubt corrupted
He never
them.
touched them,
He
High
worked
King.
with Celebrimbor for weeks. We cannot know the depth of his influence.
Yeah, he could have corrupted them.
If we leave now, the peoples of Middle-earth will be left to suffer under the tyranny of a new Dark Lord. Those rings are more than our last hope. They may be the last hope for all Middle-earth. Give them to me.
He's like a disappointed father lecturing his children.
They must be destroyed.
The rings, Elrond.
Oh, he's gonna jump.
Genpot.
Elrond, no!
Oh, Roddy boy. What a move. Damn, Elrond. What's his plan? What's he doing?
Swear allegiance to Adar, Lord Father of the Orcs.
You didn't even give that guy a chance.
The King of the Southlands turned himself in, Lord Father. Says he wants to negotiate.
Interesting. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Let my people go.
Let my people go.
Since Galadriel's defeat, she sought out a new ally. An ancient sorcerer. To instruct the elves in forging a new weapon. one you first told her about. The power over flesh.
You will tell me everything you think you know of this sorcerer now, or I will spill the words from your throat.
All that I know dies with me.
And then he turns this place into an ice forest again. Brother, if you only knew. The stranger, who is potentially Gandalf, but potentially not Gandalf. A staff? What the heck? Was that a dream he just had? That's a cool mask.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, come on. You might bear some fruit. Least you could do is try.
Have you forgotten what happened when last I tried such a thing?
No. I did, definitely. What happened last time? You're just gonna split the tree in half. Damn, I bet there's some bugs in there that you can eat though.
You did it! We'll eat for days.
Hella bugs, yeah. Gross. That's disgusting.
I can feel the legs and the throat.
That's the best part.
Nah, that's
We're dancing.
the worst part. Why would you... No. That's horrifying. What do you see? What do your wizard eyes see?
It appears we're being followed.
Scare him off. Look him dead in his eyes and say you're not that guy.
Why don't you open up? You tell old Waldrick everything you know about Sauron.
Waldry, we're gonna kill you. Why am I rooting for the bad guy?
After Lord Father releases me, I'm going to kill you.
Damn right. It's probably like gross and got nothing left on it. Give it to him. He deserves it more. Are you ours now? He's like, you need to chill. If you want this food, you're gonna calm down. The Grey Havens. Is this the end of Return of the King? Where they get on the boats and they sail into the Eversphere, or whatever, not Eversphere, whatever it's called.
Perfection.
Hooray!
Perfection exists only in Valinor.
Thank you, Master Círdan.
That guy looks like he could be like an older cousin of Viggo Mortensen.
I should have you thrown in fetters and cast to the Etten Moors for what you've done.
Then why have you not?
It's a good question.
I am considering it.
I swear to you, High King, I will not stop until he is destroyed. And I have put this right.
You would not be here now if I thought otherwise.
Gang, gang.
If what you told me is true, these 3 rings were made without Sauron's touch.
The enemy is cunning. The rings may well be a ploy on his part. A device in some larger plan, the end of which we cannot yet see.
I mean, it's good to be cautious.
What would you ask of me?
The rings must be destroyed.
Do so, and the age of the elves will end. We would be abandoning all Middle-earth to its fate. Could you accept that?
If to do otherwise means falling prey to the designs of the enemy. Yes.
Really?
Long ago there was a battle. One whose weapons were the very bones of the continent. Still now, at the spot where our bay meets the sea, there remains on the seabed a scar so deep its end none but Manwë himself knows. If one were to cast these rings into its depths,
they would never be found. Chuck them in the Mariana Trench.
Elrond, I have come to coax you willingly. If I fail, the High King will see you removed by force.
He already gave the rings to Beardy McBeard guy, and he left.
I know the 3 rings are free of his influence.
But are you?
Yeah.
The light of Valinor shone upon your very face, Galadriel. And you turned your back on it. Can you not see? All this may be by his design.
I did what I felt was right. And time alone will reveal whether that was folly or wisdom.
What time do you think you have?
Where is Círdan?
You did what you must, Galadriel.
As did he.
So have I.
This guy's gonna go chuck him in the Mariana Trench. It's quite the trap you got set up. What are you doing here?
You came after us.
Wasn't so hard.
Why?
Light in the tower no longer my home.
Sing to me, sing to me. Something, something. Follow the glass inside the
Past
rock.
eyes of pale fire.
Past eyes of pale fire.
Black sand for my bed.
Black sand for my bed. Something,
I trade
something.
all I've known for the
for
unknown
unknown
ahead.
ahead. Yeah. I loved this moment last season. When they did a whole montage while they were singing. Rin.
Welcome to the lands of Rune. What are you waiting for? This is only the beginning.
I mean, we found it, but now what? Are those heavy enough? The rings say no. Look at how pretty they are. Can't chuck those downstairs.
13 of us were chosen to be blessed of Morgoth's hand with the promise of power. I was led up to a dark and nameless peak, chained and left. I saw it.
Saw what? What did you see, brother?
His servant's face.
Oh, Sauron.
Sauron's face. And it was beautiful.
Oh, don't cry, sweet summer child.
Your people have been set free.
From life.
Now tell me what you know of Sauron.
Now swear it. I vow.
With your head at my feet.
Come on, brother. You already did this to him once, kind of. I doubt he really wants to be kneeling near you anytime soon again.
I vow to serve the Lord of Mordor to the end of my days and his.
Yeah? Look at that creepy little smile.
To kill you. Is that right, Your Majesty? All hail the king. Oh!
Let that guy free. He told you. He told him. Should have expected it. Are we singing to the tree to make the leaves come back? Or is him singing telling them that they're leaving?
The light of the Eldar has faded. We must return to our home, or diminish forever into endless night. And so it has come to pass. Our days in Middle-earth are ended.
I think not.
Perfection does not exist only in Valinor, High King. It is here. Celebrimbor has brought it to Middle-earth.
He's like, I'm keeping one of them.
No!
Put it on. They're making him seem spooky. Like, I'm pretty sure these rings aren't spooky, but they're making them appear spooky. How does it feel? Does it feel good? The light has returned. Damn, that thing regrowing quick. Damn. Elrond, you almost screwed us, brother. You lucky duck. And yet he's still disappointed in you. Celebrimbor's forge, his new forge. They're like, he might as well make some more.
Forgive me, my lord, but a messenger has just arrived.
Word from Lindon.
To the contrary, my lord. This messenger is from the Southlands. He says he wants to negotiate.
Oh. That's no bueno.
Do we grant him entry?
He's gonna say yeah. Foreboding music. Okay, what a ominous, foreboding first episode. You can definitely tell that this season is really gonna lean heavily into like Sauron and his manipulation of everyone. Like even just right from the get-go, like seeing just his little machinations in the way he goes about doing things to like, it's just, I don't even know how to describe it other than ominous. The intro sequence, I thought that was super dark but super cool, right? Sauron essentially appearing before all the orcs being like, hey, I have a plan. We are gonna enslave everyone. So I have a master plan to enslave everyone, and once everyone is like under my control and doing my will, then everything will be perfect and everyone will be great from then on forward. You know, he's letting them know, he's like, it's gonna be fantastic. Many of you will die. Right? He's like, a whole crap ton of you will be murdered for my goals, but it's fine because I'm awesome. And they're like, no. They stab him with the crown. That's looked so painful. And then they just shank him to death until he explodes into a giant ice storm. And like, so that explains how like this whole area was like a literal blizzard last season. And then he turns into Venom. Like he turns into a goo monster and just feasts on life forms that come by. A rat, a centipede, a lady, just all these different things. And he rebuilds himself, and then seeing him come to the point of like getting on this ship, taking that old man's seal, finding Galadriel for the first time, like seeing that build up to where we meet him in season 1 and knowing what we know. It was so interesting and foreboding because it gives us these little shots here and there where he's got this little smile on his face. And the actor who plays him is such a good actor, because last season you see these smiles and they're like these sweet, welcoming smiles. Like you're not led to believe that they're like evil in their intent. But now when he smiles, he just slightly shifts things, whether it be with his eyes or his mouth or something. But now you can tell these smiles are an evil, manipulative smile. And it's just like, ooh, gives me the creeps. And then he turns himself in to Adar and his people because he wants to manipulate him somehow. I don't 100% know exactly what his plan is with that. He's just like, yeah, you know, free me and I will go in search of Sauron for you, even though he is Sauron. It's like, what is he planning? Like, could he not just kill these people right now if he wanted to? I guess we're gonna have to wait for that part to develop to really figure out what he's planning there. But most of the rest of the episode really focused on, actually, well, let's talk about the stranger and his Harfoot companion. They are walking somewhere to figure out, you know, what's up with him, try and get control over his powers, you know, figure out what's going on with these visions. He just knows he has to come here. People are following them. You know, who the heck knows what's going to happen with that. But then most of the rest of the episode centered on Galadriel and Elrond and the High King and what's his face, the boat guy, and like what to do with these rings, right? Elrond, I think Elrond, like, his thought process is the correct thought process in my opinion, because he's like, hey, like, these rings were clearly created with Sauron's help. Like, he may not have, like, physically done anything, but, like, the whole idea around creating them and the influence around the whole situation clearly is, like, intrinsically tied to him. So Elrond being like, hey, we can't trust these. We have to destroy them. That makes sense, and I agree with him. But then you bring in the fact that, like, if we do destroy them, you know, all the elves leave. And we leave all these people and their fates, the fate of Middle-earth, up to Sauron, and we just don't intervene at all. And that feels selfish. You know, Elrond being like, yeah, I'm okay with that as long as we're not corrupted. And it's like, well, Elrond, like, you know, if you're going to be a guest in these lands, as you would probably describe yourself, because you're planning on leaving eventually, you know, if you're going to be spending time in these lands and living amongst these people, I feel like you owe them a responsibility to you know, be there for them. And when you are aware of an evil rising and you actively choose not to help them, it just feels selfish, you know? So that part, I agree with Galadriel and Gil-galad, where they're like, you know, we can't leave these people to this fate. Like, we have to take a chance on these rings if it means saving, one, our people, but two, the people of Middle-earth. Like that we have to. And so, you know, that whole debate of, like, you know, is this smart? Is this not smart? You know, it was definitely probably something that is going to continue for the rest of the season, potentially longer, because from what I know, like, if you've watched the original trilogy of films, they don't touch super heavily on the 3 rings that the elves got, but from what I've learned over the years, those 3 rings are generally, like, pretty chill. Like, they give them power, long life, you know, obviously helped the elves in this situation, but from what I know, those rings are not tainted by Sauron's influence. You know, for the non-lore knowing individual, I imagine they're going to play that mystery out over the long term to really make people question, like, the decisions that they're making. Like, is Galadriel being influenced by Sauron because she has this ring on? You know, even when they were putting them on, it felt very ominous in tone of, like, hey, this is probably not a good decision. Even though I think it was a good decision in the long run, but, like, the music they were playing and Elrond's reaction very much made it feel like this was a bad choice. But they put them on. The tree came back. It was great. Elrond still very disappointed in Galadriel, but it is what it is, I guess, you know? So the elves seemingly are in a good position currently. But that could all change because friggin' Hellbrand, Sauron himself, just strolled up on Celebrimbor's doorstep and is probably going to try and influence him even more to create more rings. In this season of Rings of Power snippet at the end, they showed that the dwarves are getting rings. The men, I think 9 men get rings, 7 for the dwarves. There's 3 for the elves. There's probably more for other... I don't remember who all gets rings. It's in the like the main thing. In one ring to rule them all, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It was a strong start to the season, I think. I think it was pretty solid, and it very much conveyed a tone of, you know, foreboding and, you know, ominous nature of like, Sauron's about to start cooking, and you guys are not prepared. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this first episode. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Again, since this is the first episode of a new show or a new season, that uncut is going to be completely free and public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.